What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Les Alex here for Impact. We are live and in living color with round number 2 of our 29-player Modern FNM. Thank y'all so much for joining us. We've got Chris on Eldrazi ramp against Paul on Affinity, and Paul is off to a rip-roaring start. Tormod's Crypt. Looks like Emery and an Ornithopter, it would appear. Chris, on the other hand, has a Talisman and a Ugins Lab with a World Breaker exiled. But yeah, thank you all so much for joining us. Again, we are live and in living color on a Friday night in the fabulous Fairview Heights, Illinois. Looks like Paul is going to target Cranial Plating. An oldie but a goodie. But yeah, thank you all so much. Make sure to hit up impactgamingcenter.gg for all of your Magic the Gathering needs. We got singles, sealed product in stock every day, whether you're building Modern, a Cube, or a Commander deck. Check us out. Again, we are about to celebrate our 1-year anniversary here at the shop, and it has been an amazing year. Thank you all so much for hanging out with us, for watching our live streams, and of course, for watching just everything, participating. If you're in the area and have come to the shop and, gamed with us, we appreciate you. It's been an awesome, awesome year, to say the least. But forward we march into the future. Looks like a Bajuka Bog here for Chris. Going to exile Paul's graveyard. And back over to Paul. That Urza Saga going to tick up to 2. Both of these players are regulars here at the shop. And it looks like we are going to... Ooh, okay. Is this... Blastoise, big man, Blastoise. So we're going to get a counter there. Citadel going to put another counter on him and make him unblockable. Not that that matters a whole lot. And there's a Cranial Plating equipped as well. So Chris has to figure out a way to at least get a body in front of that Blastoise. And if Paul has an artifact next turn, it's going to be unblockable. So hopefully Chris has a way to deal with it for his sake. Elsewise, that Blastoise, Kappa, going to be getting into the red zone and dealing a ton of damage to Chris. Devour Destinies, draw a card, or scry draw. Chris going to take a look at Cranial Plating. All right, let's get plating up for you. So, equipped creature gets +1/+0 for each artifact. You can attach it at instant speed to any creature you control, and it has a equip cost of 1. Quite a while since that card's been seeing regular play in Modern, but of course is an excellent home in Affinity.
This one is not premium RAM. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's currently a 13.
13-4 currently. Yeah. Chris saying, yeah, it's pretty big. It is. Paul, like I said. Trigger Ward. Oh no, Chris forgot about Ward. Paul gonna let him target something else. What a stand-up guy Paul is.
Sneaking trigger there.
Should have target. Is Devour of Destinies just target creature?
We're going to load them in.
Oh, that's one or more colors, so you can't target the cranial plating. That makes sense. That makes sense.
Let's big ol' Blastoise. Is it? Oh, I'm sorry. You use the floating. The floating mana end. Yes, I'm with you.
What's up, River of Tears? How's it going? Why didn't he play World Breaker? Does he?
That's not my trigger capitan here.
Trigger, yep.
Draw two.
Gonna draw 2 and grow his Blastoise.
Trigger.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Trigger.
Well, he forgot about Ward. So clearly, you know. Yeah, he forgot about Ward.
It does have train. Yeah.
So I think his line was to get rid of the Cannoneer.
Sure.
But he forgot about Ward. And there's a Memnite.
Smush.
Hulk Smash.
6,
21, 27, 20 billion, 20 billion zillion. Paul's going to take game 1. Oh, all righty. So Paul up a game here in the feature match area. That was a rough one there. And yeah, thank you all so much for joining us, though. Like I said, we are live from Impact Gaming Center in the fabulous Fairview Heights, Illinois. If you are in the area, come check us out. Come game with us. We'd love to meet you. If you're not in the area and want to support the store and also support your cardboard addiction, head on over to impactgamingcenter.gg. We've got a ton of cards in stock. When I say we likely have every single card you see in this game, in this match, in this video, I'm not joking. We probably do. So check out impactgamingcenter.gg. Go buy some cards from us. But yeah, thank you all so much. These guys are going to start sideboarding. I imagine a consigned to memory or a damping sphere of some description is going to come into play. Maybe not, well, Paul has it his way, it's going to enter the battlefield. But it's definitely going to enter his deck, I would imagine. And then for Chris, got to find ways to slow Paul down. Probably lower the curve a little bit. But yeah, let's see what's up with the rest of the area here. Those are our feature match. We've got 29, as I said, 29 players for Modern FNM. These are just the Commander players. Some of the Commander players. We've got tabletop gamers, more Commander players. The Modern players are at the other end. Commander. All the Commander happening here at the shop tonight. Looks like these guys are shuffling up, so let's kick it back down to the battlefield.
No rush. We got plenty of time. Your deck tends to do that. It either does or it does nothing. We're in between.
Paul saying, no rush, we have plenty of time. Chris responded with, yeah, your deck usually does that, doesn't it? Paul responded with, It either does or it doesn't do anything. And there's a smiley face for Paul.
Bruce did this to me once at an RCQ, and now I can't stop it.
You should put it the other way so it's facing the camera. Hey, Paul, when you watch this video, which I know you will,
All right,
next time you do the smiley face, point it our way.
Yeah, if you actually want to look through we're on camera right now. So afterwards, absolutely.
Alrighty, let's see what we've got. Chris going to be on a mulligan here. That is not a promising start, unfortunately, for Chris.
I can. Right? Hold on.
Paul saying he can keep, maybe, though.
It is. Going six.
All right. Let's reset these life totals. This is crazy. I've only had to move the damage 3 times so far tonight, and we're heading into game 2 of round 2. That's insane. Last match we had Azorius Control versus Eldrazi Tron. There's an Urza Saga. Let's see what else Paul has. Bobble for free. Bobble for free. Opal, that is online.
Captain you. Opal is being cast.
Opal being cast. Oh, does he have a Nature's Claim? That would be pretty good. Fetch here. What are we going to get? 17.
Actually,
Nature's Claim a bobble.
Nature's Claim.
So the question becomes, does Paul want to gain the life? You gain 4 life.
Who do I want for life?
Probably not. I'd imagine you wouldn't want the 4 life. Yeah, he's gonna look at the top card of Chris's library. So Opal enters. Opal not online now. Paul saying that's very mean.
Go, I'll draw on you.
Oh wow, so that's all Paul had. Really relying on that Opal then.
You know what? I can't argue with that.
Maybe he had an Emery. All right, there's a talisman.
18. Sorry. Are you gaining life from 16? That's the number. Yep.
Yeah, down to 16. Did Paul remember to gain his life?
I'll just name. Tap that talisman.
Alrighty.
So you are tapped out.
Back to Paul. Paul says you are tapped out, right?
We'll try.
Saga gonna go up the elevator. Another bobble. Memnite. Does he have a follow-up? Oh, I think he's got another Blastoise in hand. Another. No, it's 3 total. It's 3 total. Yep. Chris asking, do you need 3 other artifacts for Metalcraft? Nope. You only need 3 total, including the permanent with Metalcraft.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Thoughtcast. Draw 2 cards. Has affinity for artifacts. So Paul will draw 2. 1 and 2. That's a consigned memory. That's going to be a good one. And Paul gonna pass. Keeping those bobbles on the battlefield just in case. That Memnite is sick. Yeah, the Future Sight one. There is a Karn, the greatest of creators. And that's going to shut down Paul. Paul needs to pop these bobbles, I think.
Yeah, that's Karn.
Yep, that is in fact a Karn. Paul not popping the bobbles. Ooh, Engineered Explosive is going to be insane. Oh my gosh. Play it for 0. Basically wipes Paul's board. That's very, very tempting if I was Chris. Literally hits everything on board. And Chris is just going to pass. So Paul cannot activate.
Yeah.
Paul trying to decide what he wants to do with his Urza Saga. Whether he wants to make a mana.
That's the only option.
Well, yeah, that's all he can do because he can't activate the Mox Opal yet.
Can't make a construct.
So he'll make a mana.
Okay. Karn. These are. I'm with you.
Yeah. Unfortunately, double-sided blade. That Ancient Den, or not Ancient Den, Darksteel Forge is a Darksteel Citadel? Yeah, Darksteel Citadel is an artifact. Because it cannot produce mana right now. Paul's in a bit of a rough spot. There's Shadow Spear. Oh boy. Yeah, can't even equip that either.
Two in hand over there. One of them is the PC.
Yeah. Paul. Yeah, you gotta attack the Karn. Pass back. Oof. So now Paul doesn't have any mana at all. Unable to find a land. He is in a bit of a pickle here. This is rough. This is so rough. Karn gonna go up. Engineered Explosives for 0, and we're gonna pop your board. Taking everything but the Shadow Spear and the Darksteel Citadel. Yeah, Paul saying that's probably game. I don't know how I get back it from this. Yeah, that's rough. And Paul going to scoop it up, and we are going to head on over to game number 3. Paul said he made a calculated risk, and boy, did it backfire. Yeah, that was brutal. That was brutal. All righty. So, 1-1. Paul going to be on the play. That's exactly where you want to be with that hyper aggro deck like Paul's. So this will be an interesting game 3. Let us know in chat who you think's going to win. And if you're watching on YouTube, let me know in the comments who you think's going to win.
It is great against this thing.
Yeah, Karn is very good against Affinity, obviously. We have tried to host Legacy several times. It hasn't gone well. I think we had 4 players one week, but yeah, unfortunately, it's just not seemingly something we can get off the ground at this point. So,
no Karns for you. All in the bottom.
Paul saying no Karns for you. Alrighty, here we go. Game 3, round 2. See what we've got. Paul gonna mulligan. And Chris says he's gonna give this one a shot. Best 2 words in competitive Magic. Game 3. Was it proxy friendly or? I think at the time we didn't allow proxies. I'm not sure. The issue is with this area specifically, it's such a modern and commander heavy area.
Pre-game.
So, pre-game effects, Devour of Destinies.
Bridge. Midnight.
Bridge Midnight Go. That is the blue-red artifact land. It does enter the battlefield tapped. You're welcome, yeah. Are you from the area, or? Just curious. All right, so Chris going to resolve his pre-game Devour of Destinies. It's basically, it's kind of like a Eldrazi version of Scry. It's the best way I can. So look at these cards. Exile some. Exile any number of them and put the rest on the top of his deck in any order. All right, so Ugin's Lab going to enter, and there's Devour of Destinies. Just how he drew it up. 2 mana, and this is going to be, I believe, a Talisman. Yep. And pass back to Paul. Kozilek's return in Chris's hand. All right, Paul, what you got? You had a pretty anemic turn 1. Attack for 1 with the Mimnite. Chris is going to go to 19. And Paul's going to pass. Uh-oh, that's not good. That's not good for Paul. Bloomington, Indiana. Oh, yeah. Do you play Commander at all? We got Commander all the time. But yeah, Modern and Commander are two. I mean, we got 29 players tonight for Modern, and then probably about 50 or maybe more for Commander. All right, pass back. Oh, you play Modern too? Just built a Legacy deck? Yeah. Yeah, I wish I like Legacy. But yeah, just this area is mostly Modern. If it's competitive, it's definitely Modern. All right, gonna scry 2. And draw a card. Modern's dope though. Yeah. So yeah, it's usually between 20 and 30. And I think the most we've ever got for Modern was like 34, 36 or something. It's crazy for an FNM. Like, thankfully though, we do cap our rounds at 4. Otherwise, we'd be here for till like 3.
I'm gonna take a sword and respond green for Eldrazi and target that one over there. Yeah, so 2 cast triggers on the stack. In my fetch and the example. Are those 2 separate triggers? So the best second, there's 3 triggers on the stack, or 3 things on the stack. This guy, he's in. I'm going to counter the exile magic trigger.
All right, gonna counter the Exile Mimnite trigger. What's up? How's it going, Conflagrant? How are you doing tonight? Thanks for joining us. All right, so the Microspawn resolves. The trigger was countered, and Chris has a basic forest in play now.
Four hand over there.
4 in Chris's hand. Paul needs to get the ball rolling here. We'll play Springleaf Drum. That's a pretty decent start. End of the turn, Nature's Claim the Mimnite. And the Mimnite has been Nature's Claim. Paul gonna gain 4 life. Not going in Paul's favor right now. Got a huge uphill battle to climb at this point. Got another. Is that another sowing Microspawn in Chris's hand?
Yes.
Yeah. Paul does have to tap a creature to activate the Springleaf Drum.
No input. Super tap.
Yeah, juicy game 3. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, there's the haymaker that is Karn. Yeah, Paul saying brutal, rightfully so. That is the, 3-piece combo that could knock Paul out of this one. Not really sure how he's going to get out of it.
This should be a little more straightforward than I can do. I'm about out.
Yeah, Paul's saying I'm about out. I think Paul, if I know him, he might just draw this top card, take a look at his options, and if he doesn't have any good ones, he might scoop. You hate to scoop in a game 3, especially on camera, but gonna grab EE. Paul looks at his hand and just kind of chuckles to himself. That's all you really can do at this point.
So if I pay 1 green,
Yeah, 1 green would be 1 sunburst. It appears that's what Chris is gonna do. Paul gonna draw and passes. So Paul's got some fight in him. I respect it. Back to Chris. Microspawn. He didn't attack with Microspawn last turn.
Not a lot I can do maybe here.
Take it down again. Gotta be careful that your card doesn't randomly get sniped somehow. Liquid metal coating. Chris gonna play Bojuka Bog in Exile. Paul's Graveyard.
A land for you to target.
A land for you to target, says Paul. Target that land. Paul says, yep. Rumble in the jungle. 2, 3, and 4. Take a backup Karn, maybe. This is
Karn with backup Karn.
Yeah, Karn with backup Karn, says Paul. But this is the part of the game where,
Great for me.
you know, Chris is very far ahead, obviously, but you don't want to accidentally start playing loose and then put yourself in a position where you just randomly lose the game. You know, you might be thinking, well, how does he lose the game from here? But I mean, there's a series of things that could happen, I guess, that Paul could come back from, but it's gonna be pretty rough here.
I'm good here. I've drawn 3 springleaf drums.
3 springleaf drums in a row for Paul. That's gonna do it. And Chris going to improve to 3-0 here tonight. Wow, that was unfortunate for Paul. Just kind of a non-game there in game 3. Got to do some things, but once that Karn came down and was, you know, just ran away with it. But yeah, we have 2 more rounds here at Impact, so don't go anywhere. If you're watching live, I will see you in the next round. If you're watching on YouTube, I will see you in the next video. If you're watching anywhere, hit up impactgamingcenter.gg. We've got singles, we got sealed product. Whether you're building Commander, a cube, or modern deck, we've got singles for everyone. And again, tomorrow, March 1st, is our 1-year anniversary, officially open as a shop. So head on over to impactgamingcenter.gg, support a, you know, up and coming LGS. We appreciate you. And whether I see you in the next video or in the next round, I've been Les Alex, and I will catch you all on the flippy flop. I'm going to take these off. Adios.